Tonight, more on our story about the intersection between politics and powerful influence. We focus on meetings between Councilmember DeMaio and Manchester and UT CEO John Lynch. Meetings DeMaio did not acknowledge until yesterday. The investigations desk obtained copies of DeMaio's private calendar that shows he met with both men on more than one occasion. Amitha Sharma has more.
Mayoral candidate Carl DeMaio has had a financial and political relationship with Doug Manchester, wealthy developer and UT San Diego owner, and John Lynch, newspaper CEO, for nearly a decade. Last week, a KPBS iNewsSource investigation documented that relationship and raised questions about whether the partnership could influence decisions made at City Hall. Manchester and Lynch have both pushed for redeveloping the city's only cargo terminal downtown. They want to build a new football stadium and sports complex. DeMaio says he doesn't support that plan, a position he says proves he won't be swayed by Manchester and Lynch. He says other than one meeting with the UT editorial board in recent months, he has had no communications with Manchester or Lynch.
My office has released all emails, and it shows that we've had no conversations over email.
But DeMaio's personal calendar tells a different story. The investigations desk obtained pages from the calendar. They show DeMaio met with Manchester on at least 2 occasions.
KPBS had asked for meetings with Lynch and Manchester, and you did not turn it over. You did not mention the meeting back in December, nor the meeting in May of this year.
And if you consult with the City Attorney's Office, the City Attorney's Office will tell you those are not covered under the Public Records Act request.
Why?
They are not city business. They relate to campaign activities. It would be virtually illegal for us, in the context of a PRA, to provide that information.
And Amitha Sharma joins me now. Amitha, what is the significance of those meetings?
Well, UT San Diego owner Doug Manchester is a powerful developer. He started a TV channel. He just bought the North County Times. John Lynch, his CEO at the paper. The two men have long eyed the 10th Avenue Marine Terminal as the next place to be developed along the waterfront. They have used the paper to endorse Carl DeMaio on the front page. They've used the front page of the paper to endorse a plan to develop that waterfront. Now, Councilman Carl DeMaio, who's running for mayor, has long championed the need for government transparency. Last week, our investigations desk revealed that John Lynch had sent an email saying that he believes he has the support of a mayoral candidate for his vision on the waterfront. So if these men are meeting, we ought to know.
I want to remind people that we did ask Carl DeMaio whether that is him that John Lynch is referring to in the email, and he denies it. And in fact, he went to great lengths in Monday's debate to distance himself from what Lynch was saying. I want to talk a little bit about this calendar, too. What obligation does an elected official, DeMaio's a council member, have to turn over a calendar?
Well, very little obligation. The law is super hazy on this topic. I believe Prop 59 allows the press more access to these calendars, so public officials are now turning over these calendars voluntarily, but there is no obligation to do so. And I just want to interject that KPBS has asked Congressman Filner for his day book. He told us last night that he plans to release it.
We should mention, too, he's a congressman, so he is not covered under the Freedom of Information Act. So if he does turn something over, it has to be voluntarily. Now, finally, is there a difference between an elected official's private calendar and his public calendar?
Well, theoretically, a private calendar should contain private business like doctor's appointments.
And campaign information, would be separate.
Information,
okay.
But I think someone could make the argument that if that the public should know when a public official is taking time off to campaign, and a public calendar contains public business. In this case, at least in a couple of instances, we found that Carl DeMaio's private calendar contained public business.
And you did speak with someone in the city attorney's office. I just want to let people at home know the statement that you received. Let's show the people at home now. This comes from Jonathan Heller. He's the city attorney communications director. And he says private calendars are normally not subject to Public Records Act requests because they are not public records. There's so much more to this story, and I want to urge people to go to kpbs.org/port. Amitha Sharma, thank you.
Thank you.